final cleanup are Wonder Bread, ice bags, either from construction workers or the renters that are here. Found all kinds of stuff, pacifiers, shoes, pennies, theme park, wristbands. I'm just tired and it's late, so it's not going anywhere. So, actually quite a bit, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell how much it's actually has been accomplished, but a good bit. Namely, this right here. What's missing? A big old area. So I had a friend and my dad come over, and we took out the fireplace. So right now, I left the upper portion still there. I don't want to mess with the roofing right now. That'll come in a little bit. But right now, it's gone, which means I have all this. And shockingly, it was actually in decent shape underneath there. But I am going to replace one of the boards that was next to it. So I think this middle one right here, I'll take that out. And then in here, a lot got done. So got all the subfloor torn out. And we got the outer joists on the outside there. And we have this remainder over here. And there's a lot of stuff going on over there. So this portion is done. Now we got to frame this out. And once I have this insulation out and we have all this, this framing ready to go, we can go back and put our subfloor first run over here, stagger it, and start running some other stuff and get that going. There'll be some wins here coming up. There'll be that puzzle that you can kind of start stacking those wins on each other. This comes first, and this is just not fun. Not fun at all, but it has to happen. So with that being the case, I have done enough procrastinating. It's time to get after it. So let's do it. So the goal is to take some of these, they're coming out anyways, take some of these joists out and be able to have a little better access to the insulation underneath there. So that one, I didn't want to push it too hard because there actually is a bolt underneath there where the angle iron, the frame underneath there is actually attached to it. So I just got to get the socket set, which I think I have on another project right now. I have to get that so that one might stay for a little bit. Work on getting some of these other ones. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm yanking these joists. I almost fell off there, so that would have been great for the video, but glad I didn't. So, I'm keeping the joists in the area of wherever I take it off so that when I have the new one, I can just get an exact measurement off of that. So shockingly, that's one thing with this. Now we got it re-leveled, but everything's actually pretty square on this from the original stuff, not from any of the remodeling. But this is all the original joists and the flooring joists. So what I'm doing is keeping it in the same area. And then when I go back and have our new material, I'll just measure off of that. This will stay here and we'll be ready to be changed out when that time comes. I heard a scurrying. Hey, how are you? Say hi. Not biting me. All right, William. Going under the house and rubbing up on my leg at night. I would appreciate that. Because when you're standing on the ground in the dark and you have something rubbing up on your leg, that's not a fun that's not a fun moment. You got two cats around here that like to come and do that, and one of them is black, so she'll do it and you don't see what's going on underneath there. At least Hemi's yelling, you can kind of see, but The other one kind of just blends in. All right, well, it's late. I'm calling it. I'll pick it up again tomorrow, but got most of it done. Really didn't want to put the suit on again, but I'm just tired and it's late, so it's not going anywhere. But I'm gonna show you what I ended up with here. Again, all of these joists are going to be coming out, but right now I'm gonna just leave it on there. It's wide enough for me to be able to work in there, and that suit was just a little tight, so I wasn't able to move around too freely on it, but navigate these joists a little easier than that typically without that suit on, but it looked like a little baby with baby steps. All right, let's see here. This section pretty much done here. Over to here, really it's just some final cleanup or Wonder Bread, ice bags, from construction workers or the renters that are here. Found all kinds of stuff, pacifiers, shoes, pennies, theme park, wristbands, dog toys, oh, a bone. I'm hoping it was a dog bone. But pretty much it for this evening. For me, it's the evening, but for you guys, I'll pick back up here in a sec. Hey guys, welcome back this morning. Instead of insulation, I decided to go do a feed run. So we're going and picking up some hay for the animals, and we found a good rancher out here that is a little cheaper than in the feed store. So I'm gonna go pick it up at the field, which typically takes off about $3 to $4 a bale, and talk with the guys that you go local with, because sometimes you'll find that they might have some hay that maybe it's bleached, maybe it's and that's actually what I'm getting at, some hay that was in the barn, but the sun hit it and it bleached it, so it's not that pretty brand new hay, but it still has the nutritional value. You know, you break open the flakes and it still is as green as the other stuff that you're spending that on. And I'm kind of curious, comment down in the section below for your hay. For your local areas, I'm kind of curious what coastal square bales are going for. Right now we're having about $14 a bale, which I remember as a kid it was about $5-6 a bale. Isn't that right? So my dad's helping today, so he's driving, and that way I could film a little bit here. But yeah, I remember going to the feed store as a kid, and I guess that's every story. Now instead of the I used to walk uphill both ways to school. It's back in my day, it was X amount for whatever it was that you purchased. But I think that was actually just 2 years ago that was the case too. So we're picking that up, and we'll unload it. I'm back. All right, so got a haircut and got the hay all stacked away. So now I'm gonna be working on the final installation here. And thankfully it's mostly just the underpinning. But I don't wanna waste y'all's time with this. So what I'll do is here is what I've got. Finish that cleanup there. I'll show you the end result here in a second. All right, got it all done. So half the house is all the insulation out. And I'd say it feels good. It feels good, but it feels mostly itchy right now. I'm dying. I gotta go wash this stuff off. And I gotta learn some tricks. So comment below if you've got, I still have another half of the house to work on. So comment below if there are good ways besides the alien outfit that is, at least makes it easier for the installation portion, because this just is not fun. But I'm done. So that makes it worth it. And it's done. Right. It feels good to have this done and to get to some more fun stuff. Fun for me. I like building, and that's what I get to do now. I don't really necessarily love the tear out, especially if it's insulation involved, but I do like this part. Here's some of the insulation. There's a ton of bags outside. But this is all done. We'll start running our new joists. We have a few of them in. I think next we're going to be working on this section here. So we've got the one portion of the rim joist up. I think we're going to run that 2-foot starter strip of the subfloor on this portion, so we can frame this up at least on the outer and get one of the windows in. So with that of the window going in on, we got 1, 2, 3 more windows going in on this wall here, and I'll make sure to get them filmed. I know I've missed them on the other ones, and on this I will get those filmed because it's just fun seeing the window go in. Got the door left, so what's going to be the progression? This next portion is run the joist, run the starter strip for that subfloor there, do the framing, and put the window in along with the outer sub wall as well. So that's going to be the next portion. And I think a lot of these joists are coming out. Some of them will stay because some of them were in decent shape and good shape. Anytime I can use this old wood, I like to do that. It just is better. I mean, being 20, 30 years old, it just, even in that time, it's a better product than what I'm dealing with now. And I did find, I'll say, you know, there's a couple of big box stores I've used that I get it, and it's always a catch-22 of getting your lumber delivered because you don't get to pick it out and it's warped or it's not in good shape. And I did find, and I've worked with them in the past, but there's a local hardware and it's local to our area here, and they just have a good product, and I have gotten everything I've gotten from them has been fantastic, and that's being delivered. So it's most likely where there's certain boards like this this outer substrate for the wall that I'm using that is a branded material, and just after the research was a better fit for what I wanted. It had a lot of termite properties, discouraged termite damage to it, and gave me the structural engineering that I wanted, but I can't get it anywhere else besides the big box stores on stuff. But anytime you can support local, go for it. And that's worked out well for me, on at least on this lumber that I'm using. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along for the ride. It's a long one. It's a good one. I enjoy doing this type of stuff. I enjoy doing it for myself and for the homestead, for the family here. But it is a big project, and it's encouraging having y'all along for this portion of it, and getting to share what we're doing out here. And hopefully you're learning something, and if not, you're getting to see a project come along. That the goal for this again is to have a double wide that doesn't look like a double wide, that just takes that stigma away from a great product that a lot of people, it gives them the freedom to be able to do the things that they want, to get the property, to be able to start their homesteading dreams, and to have that. So Thanks for watching. Thanks for being along for this. And until next time, have a good one.